Hey everybody, Terry Clayton here, and what we have today is an ash tree which I cut down recently, and this is the stump which is sticking up in my yard. I'm going to attempt to burn this thing out because I am told that ash is such a dry wood that you can burn it in your wood stove immediately. So I am going to actually see if I can burn down the stump at least an inch or two below ground so that I can throw some topsoil over this, weed whack it, and then plant some fresh grass. So let me show you what I'm going to work with. My wife is picking up a bag of Matchlight charcoal, but I'm also going to use my old burn barrel. So I'll be setting up the charcoal on the stump and then placing the burn barrel over it. And just a quick housekeeping note, it's always nice to have your hose handy in case this thing does start to turn into a grass fire. It has been pretty dry here, but my plan is to saturate the ground around this stump and around the barrel so that the fire is contained to that ash stump only. So we're gonna light a fire in the front yard, hopefully keep it under control. Just a typical Friday night at the Claytons. All right, I'm still waiting for that charcoal, but just to give you an idea what this thing is going to look like inside the barrel. All right, I do have my bag of charcoal, and I'm going to start getting this thing set up. Just a quick note, in case anyone's thinking about just going out and renting a stump grinder, I took a look online, and I can certainly get a stump grinder. It cost me probably about $300 a day, and yeah, I could burn out a couple of stumps, but that's some good money. So this bag of charcoal was $8. So if I can successfully burn down this stump, that's a significant savings, and I'm going to let this thing go overnight. So I've got the charcoal stacked now, and again, it's Matchlight, so it's going to be fairly easy to get this fire going. So after lighting it about 3 or 4 different places around it, you can see that it's catching fire and it's burning really good. Now I'm placing the drum over it. So this is going to kind of block the wind, but you'll see the slits I have in the bottom of the drum. So this is going to have really good airflow. And again, I mentioned before, I am going to spray the ground with water because my intent is to get this fire going, let it burn all night, and let that stump just kind of get cooked down to nothing, hopefully. So here you can see those side vents where that hot air is really going to flow through. It is now Saturday morning, so the fire burned all night. However, we did get some rain last night, and as I roll off the barrel, I can see that although there is some loose ash on top, underneath there's actually still some charcoal and some of that brush I threw in the barrel that did not burn. So what this tells me is at some point in the evening, the rain probably put out my burning stump. And so although it is significantly cooked down, I'm kind of digging through the pile, and I'd like to actually get this stump a little lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of chip away at what's left. It's really almost like a chunk of charcoal now. So it's pretty weak. I could probably take an axe to it, but you know, I really wanted to burn this thing out. So I only used half a bag of the charcoal, that $8 bag of charcoal. So I'm just going to kind of, you know, scrape away at what was burned and remove maybe some of that soil around that stump, and just get it sticking out proud as much as I can. So I'm going to use the second half of that bag of charcoal just because of that rain that came last night. And I'm going to pile up the charcoal on top of whatever's left of that stump, but also put it along the sides, and so we can kind of attack it with heat and fire from both sides. So again, it's Matchlight, so it's going to light pretty darn easily. And in this case, I am not going to throw any more yard scraps in the barrel. I'm just going to let that charcoal, you know, kind of burn itself out on top of that, you know, chunk of stump that's left. Again, the stump is more like a piece of charcoal now than it is, you know, ash anymore. So here's a shot of what it looks like inside that barrel, and I'm just going to let this thing go all day again Saturday. So now it's Sunday morning, and again, we got a little bit of rain last night, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. So I can already see that the pile of ash is below grade, so which is exactly what I wanted. So now I'm just kind of smashing after those hostas that I'm really not going to spend any time transplanting. So I'm just going to rip those out, and I'm going to scrape away at the ground and really just level this thing out. Now, this is pretty acidic soil because of the pine trees in the area, so I'm actually going to mix that ash right in to the soil, and a few more weeds and hosta roots that I'm probably ripping out there. But I'm going to mix everything together because that's actually good for the soil. I actually spread the ash from my wood stove underneath a lot of those pines, trying to get the grass to continue to grow, because the pines do hurt that. So this was a successful project. You can see that I'm just pulling the soil mixed with that ash over it. The stump is below grade, and that will just continue to degrade underground going forward. So I'm going to smooth this out and just pick up any of those loose sticks. And this area is, once it's level, it will be ready for seed and water, and I'll probably throw a little bit of hay over it just to help get that grass going. Thanks for watching. Check out the description for more information, and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos.